Good evening everyone, here's our latest video update on Tropical Depression O2W, also known as Tropical Depression Crising, as designated by Pag-asa. The system is now moving away from the Philippines, actually exited the Philippine air responsibility this afternoon. It is now moving across the South China Sea, last route approximately 750 kilometers southeast of the city of Ho Chi Minh out here in Vietnam. Maximum sustained winds remain very weak here at 45 to 165 kilometers per hour. The system is moving west-southwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. Now you can see in this latest visible satellite image, the system again remaining very much disorganized and very weak, as we've seen for the past few days here. The low-level circulation center, obscured by the mid-level clouds here, is located somewhere over here again around the South China Sea, well away now from the Philippines, and much of the clouds and convection associated with this system remaining sheared to the west. We still have some strong vertical wind shear, and looking at the enhanced infrared again, you can see that the center of circulation is somewhere over here, but the clouds, the convection, continues to get sheared to the west of that circulation, again due to the high upper level winds in this region, not really giving the system any chance of strengthening or developing much further. And so we've seen the system again remain very weak, and despite its weak intensity in terms of the winds, it has brought lots of rainfall across southern parts of the Philippines. We are receiving reports of cities recording 200 to 400 millimeters over the past 3 days because of this system, and that obviously has led to widespread flooding and landslides. Even have death toll now rising to 2 people, both due to drowning. And we also have received reports of hundreds of thousands of people affected by the system, anywhere from evacuees to stranded passengers, all in the southern regions of the Philippines, particularly in Mindanao and Compostela Valley, parts of Bukidnon, same areas that were hit by Typhoon Bopa late last year, if you remember. So definitely not a welcome sight for much of the residents there. Now, the good news is that the system is now moving away from the Philippines. In fact, both the Joint Typhoon Warning Center and Pag-asa have issued their final warnings for the system, expecting the system to eventually dissipate as it moves across the South China Sea. And again, as I've said before, it got very strong vertical wind shear, unfavorable conditions all throughout in this region, so not really expecting the system to intensify anymore. And as for the Philippines, again, the system is now moving away. However, we will still see some isolated, scattered light to moderate rain showers. Looking at the radar across Mindanao, again, you can still see those thunderstorms impacting the western portions of the island, and even parts of Cotabato, Kidapawan could still see some light to moderate rains here, as well as Visayas areas still have some widespread reports of light to moderate rains, and even some embedded thunderstorms being depicted here by the radar, impacting parts of the islands of Leyte, Cebu, and Negros, and nearby islands here as well. And as far north as Luzon, we could still see some of those light to moderate rains fall tonight and into tomorrow, and even parts of Metro Manila reporting light to moderate rain showers over the past 6 hours here. So again, despite the system moving away, still going to be seeing those scattered rain showers over the next 2 days. Now, again, the good news here is that the intensity and the coverage of these rains will gradually diminish again as the system continues to move away. And by say this weekend, the only major weather patterns that we're going to be watching is the intertropical convergence zone. So hopefully quieter weather days ahead for much of the country here. Now, as for Tropical Depression Crising, or Tropical Depression O2W, looking at the animated infrared image, again, you can see the system moving across the South China Sea. Not expecting the system to intensify anymore. In fact, expecting the system to eventually die and dissipate over the next 24 to 48 hours. However, parts of southern Vietnam could still see some light rain showers associated with this system and its remnants, again due to those high clouds and convection being sheared away from the circulation center, and even parts of the Malay Peninsula could see some of those rain showers from the remnants of the system over the next 2 to 3 days here. Now looking eastward across the tropics, again you can see the intertropical convergence zone with flaring convection here, and that could also bring some scattered rain showers across the Micronesian region. Parts of Palau and Yap could also see those thunderstorms, and even parts of southern Philippines, especially Mindanao, could see those light to moderate rain showers return by this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So hopefully though, much better and much quieter pattern in store for parts of the country out here in the Philippines as the system continues to pull away. So that concludes our video update for today. Thank you for watching. Again, continue to check out the latest updates on the Western Pacific on our website, and also don't forget to leave the comments on our YouTube page. Be safe guys, have a good night.